This video contains the interview of a prisoner who claims to have information concerning a homicide. The police have been approached by a prisoner who may have information relating to a homicide. They have to walk a thin line between getting information that may potentially solve a case and making sure that this is legitimate and not a lie designed to be used as a bargaining chip.
Somebody you talked to in here about a homicide. So, what did you want to tell us?
Are you guys talking about Mr. Aiken?
Sure. If that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know which one you guys are talking about here.
How many people have talked to you about homicides in here?
Just him.
Okay, then probably that one. So what is it that you wanted to tell us about it?
What he told me was what he done was very rude and wrong. And he even telling me with this guy, he even spoke in his mouth for a minute. That he did tell me that even. And the reason why he did it, he's a bum. He said no one cared for him.
Okay, walk me through this. So, how long ago did you guys have a conversation about this?
Like a couple months ago.
Okay. And where were you when it happened?
Right in jail.
Well, I know that, but where?
I was talking to him like through his cupboard.
Okay. So he was inside his cell and you were outside of his cell?
Correct.
And how did the conversation start?
Just talking about Trinity and stuff like that. Then he asked me what I was in here for. I told him what I was here for. Then he told me what he was here for, how it happened, why it happened.
Red flags go up immediately. It is almost impossible that a prisoner would give that much information to someone they do not know.
And, he said it's just shady shit he did. And Glendale, Montana, where he used to work at, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
He said he did some shady, but he doesn't want to talk about it.
Okay. So now let's be specific about the conversation you had with him through the cuff port. What exactly did he say?
Talking and saying that the guy that he shot, him and his co-defendant, he said, did not touch him, didn't do nothing like that because they were drinking that day, traded him a gun for another, a couple other guns he got that day from him, and he traded him for a 45, I guess.
Who is his co-defendant?
Corey Fitzwater.
Okay. Have you talked to Corey?
I haven't talked to Corey. But I've been talking to Dalton here and there.
What else did Dalton say?
Dalton said what he exactly was, does he feel like shit for doing it? Yeah, but like he said, he has no one to worry about him. He just did them a job, basically. He lived on the streets, didn't give a shit, and that was just his thing for a while, just to kill someone. A bum. And what he said was he was basically cleaning up the streets that day.
You said he basically said that. Did he actually say that?
He said that. He does.
What were his actual words to you?
He said, basically what I was doing, just cleaning up the streets.
Okay. Did he say anything else?
Then I was like, how do you feel about that? He's like, I feel okay about it. He thinks he'll get out of it. And what I said is, do you believe in God or stuff like that? And he said, yeah, I believe in God. But I feel that God wanted me to do that to him.
Okay.
And he's...
And then what happened?
Then after that, we just stopped talking. Stopped talking about the case.
Okay. Is he still here?
Yes, he is.
And so do you still talk to him?
Yeah.
And do you ever talk about the case?
He brings it up mostly.
Yeah. And what has he said about it since that?
If he had the chance to go back in time, he'd probably do it again. To another person.
And he said that to you?
Yeah. He said that was his thing. I don't know why. That was just his thing that he wanted to do.
What was you said? You mentioned that he'd done it in another place.
He said he did some shady shit.
Where?
What's the shady shit? Glendive, Montana.
Glendive, Montana.
Yeah.
Are you familiar? I know you're from Montana. Are you familiar with Glendive?
Not really. I just stopped there and put gas, and that's it.
Okay.
Every time when I was there. You know, he said he just did some very shady, horrible shit over there.
Okay.
Then I was like, what did you do? It's too horrible. I can't even. I was like, is it horrible than this? He said, yeah. And he said, when it happened, I immediately jumped back here in Utah. It took me like 2 days to get back home.
Okay. So, what did he tell you specifically about this one and how it happened?
What happened was...
Did he say where it happened?
It was in a park, I believe he said.
Okay.
Okay. He was drinking that night, and because he had like 5 or 6 bullets in his pocket and some inside a chamber, I guess.
The prisoner claims that he has had several conversations with this person concerning the murder. He has an odd assortment of details, but so far, nothing that would be considered very useful.
He was planning to do more. If Corey wasn't with him, he was planning to shoot a couple more people. Because, like he said, they're bums. They had them to live for.
Okay.
Just doing them a favor.
Okay. And specifically, what did he tell you he did?
He told me he pulled the trigger and blew one guy's head.
Okay. And did he say anything else specifically about it?
He felt good about it, doing it.
Okay. Did he say what he did after?
He just left, and some other person, I don't know who it was, that contacted the police. He said he doesn't know who did it.
Okay. Can we talk outside real quick?
Yeah. It's Mr. Costello, right? Okay. How did you first meet Dominic?
How?
Yeah.
He was downstairs, living downstairs in like 102. That's the cell. And I started talking to him, asking him where is he from, what was he doing in here, and stuff like that.
Okay. And, you know, what exactly did he say he was in there for?
He was there for murder, he said, aiding and abetting.
Okay. What else?
For shooting a homeless person that he said that time he didn't do it.
Okay. So he said he didn't do it.
Yeah, he said he didn't do it. Then, like, 3 months later, he told me how it happened and stuff like that.
Okay. Do you know who he has said did it?
What do you mean?
Well, who has he told us did the shooting?
Did he do the shooting?
Well, no, I'm asking you. Did he tell you what he told us? Why he's locked in there?
Yeah, he told me that time. Next time, he told me why he was in there for. He said because he seen the bum that night. He was drinking.
But did he tell you who he told police did the shooting?
No. He
Why?
said he did it.
Why do you think Corey Fitzwater's locked up?
Why? Because he blamed it all on him.
Who did?
Dalton Aiken.
Okay. So why do you think Dalton would confide in you, a stranger, that
Why?
he's the one who did the shooting?
Why would he tell me he did it? Because he said he's going to be going to prison. I said, how long are you going to be going to prison for?
The detectives point out that it doesn't make sense that the prisoner would be given this information.
He said either 15 to life or 25 to life. I was like, what'd you do? He says, I had a gun that night, and I had some bullets.
No, that's not the question I asked.
I'm getting to that question. Okay. He told me that time why he was in there for, how it all happened, and why he did it. It was just...
That still doesn't answer my question. Why would he tell you, a complete stranger?
Because I told him my charge. No one else inside the pod told him their charges.
according to the last person that I talked to,
I
everybody
don't
talks
know
about
who's
their
the-
charges in there.
I don't know who the last person.
Heavily.
What about him?
He says everybody talks about their charges in there.
Not I. Not a few people inside there. We don't talk about charges.
Well, I've got another guy who's in your pod who says that everybody talks about their charges. That's why, everybody
The reason
does
why
talk
we don't
about
talk about our charges, because a lot of people goes and try to get a better deal, and we don't talk about our charges, especially in my case.
Is this what you're trying to do here?
No, I'm just doing the right thing.
You haven't asked for a deal.
The truth comes out, even though the prisoner will not admit that he is trying to use this information to get a better deal for himself.
No, I never
The
actually.
last investigator you talked to with the defense attorneys, you didn't ask for a deal?
I talked to Robert Brunson,
Mm-hmm.
and I gave him information.
And you didn't ask for him for a deal?
Pretty sure I didn't. I just
I
asked.
have that recorded conversation. I listened to it before I talked to you today. You want me to regurgitate what you said?
Please.
You said, I'm looking for a deal
And I didn't say
in exchange for information.
for
this.
for whatchamacallit. Did I say giving you guys information what he gave me?
You talked to Robert Brunson and said that you wanted
I
a
gave
deal.
him information to tell him that this person told me what he done, how it all happened. That's what I told Robert Brunson. He asked me too that day. He says, would you want a great deal for this? I said, yeah, sure.
Okay,
I would
that's
want, I would
semantics.
want a great deal.
Dude, that's semantics, okay? Don't act like you're
If
Mother
it's-
Teresa and you just came forward out of the goodness
But
of
here's
your
the
own
thing,
heart.
if it's,
How did you even get contacted by Robert Brunson?
how?
Yeah.
I don't know how.
How do they know you knew this?
How did they know that you knew this?
How did they know? I talked to Dalton.
That's not Dalton's attorney.
I understand that.
So how did you get contacted by Robert Brunson?
I do not have a clue.
Who did you tell that you knew information about Dalton?
No one else.
No one else? Well, then how did they even know to contact you?
How? I do not have a clue.
Although the prisoner has been caught and cannot explain how he was contacted, he refuses to change his story.
That's the thing I don't understand. How did
Well,
Robert...
I'm done talking to you.
Okay, that's fine.